lights off, where every plan ended before morning.
I used to call it timing, used to call it being careful, but I know now I was only staying small.
Then one honest step became a line behind me,
And the life I knew started losing its shape.
not in a single moment, not with thunder.
Just quietly,
I became hard to pull back. I can't go back there, not to the version
that apologize
for wanting more.
I can't shrink again
Just to feel safer
I have seen too much
of what I can become.
There are days I miss the comfort of not trying.
No clock to beat,
No promise to protect,
but comfort has a ceiling
and I kept hitting it.
until my own silence
Started feeling too low.
now even fear
Has to speak differently
because it
I
knows
don't obey so fast.
I may slow
I
down,
may disappear for a while,
but disappearing
is not the same as surrender. Can't go back there
where I buried my voice
where I made peace.
with being almost.
That place still remembers me,
But I don't belong
I outgrew that door.
before I notice.
Maybe this is what changes,
Not the body,
not the number.
not the applause.
Maybe the real change
It's the quiet refusal
to betray yourself after finally listening.
I can't go back there, even if I get tired.
Even if the next step,
Takes everything,
the future is not clear,
but the past is too small.
and I would rather tremble forward
Then fit there again.
No return, no shrinking.
One breath
Forward. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. I parked the watch beside the kitchen keys. No pace to prove, no split to chase. Just a careful breath and a nervous knee at the front door before 5 kilometers. The first few steps felt borrowed, like my legs were asking questions. Is this okay? Can we trust this? Will the pain stay quiet today? I passed the corner where I used to speed up, but today I let the green light change. No shame in waiting, no medal for forcing. I came back to listen this time. This is the comeback run, not loud, not perfect, not fast enough for anyone. But my shoes touched the ground again, and something in me answered yes. The river looked normal, like nothing had happened, like I hadn't counted weeks from the window. A cyclist passed, 2 kids laughed, and I remembered life keeps moving. At 3 kilometers, I almost smiled, not because it was easy, but because I was here. No finish gate, no crowd noise, just breathe, returning to rhythm. I used to think coming back meant becoming the runner I was before, but maybe today is not about before. Maybe today gets its own name. This is the comeback run, small steps, warm lungs, sunlight on tired shoulders. I don't need to win the morning, I only need to belong to it I used to race the first hill before my body was warm, turning every quiet run into a private test. Then someday found me empty at 26 kilometers, with salt on my shirt and nothing left to spend. So I started carrying water, started eating before hunger, started sleeping like training, not like something extra. The boring parts begin to matter more than the moments I wanted to post. My watch said slow down, my pride said don't. The long run answer, choose who you trust, because the marathon doesn't care about early fire. It waits in the later miles and asks what you saved. I'm learning how to last, not just how to fly. Learning when to hold back so I can arrive alive. I'm learning how to last with patience in my stride, not burning all my courage before the final climb. At the river turn, I let two runners pass and kept my breathing under control. No battle today, no secret scoreboard, just a gel in my pocket and a plan I finally followed. The wind came sideways near the baseball field, and my legs complained but didn't collapse. That felt different, not heroic, just useful, just enough. Maybe discipline is not always harder, sometimes it's quieter than people expect. Stopping at red lights, walking through tight calves, choosing tomorrow. One proud kilometer, I'm learning how to last through the middle miles, through the lonely stretch where music gets thin. I'm learning how to last, not chasing every spark, keeping one small flame for the place it gets dark. 30 kilometers used to take my name, bend it out of shape, leave it on the curb. Now I bring breakfast, bring softer shoulders, bring the kind of pace that doesn't need applause. I'm learning how to laugh till the crowd returns, until the legs get heavy and the clock gets loud. I'm learning how to laugh, not as someone fearless, but as someone prepared to meet the hard part. Less rush, more breath, save enough, finish whole. I left work late with heavy eyes and a shirt still carrying the shape of the day. The park lights blinked above the wet path, and my legs were honest before my mind was. Running past quickly near the tennis courts, and something in me wanted to answer, but my breath said wait, my shoulders said easy. So I let the footsteps fade into the dark. I used to turn recovery into another exam, checking every kilometer like it owed me proof. But tonight I noticed the trees beside the course and the moon sitting low over the quiet apartments. Not every run is a race, not every mile needs fire. Some nights are made for coming back lighter. Not every run is a race, I don't have to win the street, I can move through the evening without fighting my feet. The first lap was stiff, the second felt warmer, the third became a conversation between air and skin. No finish banner, no invisible just a slow circle, teaching me to stay. My watch kept glowing, but I stopped asking if this was enough to be called training. Because sweat can be quiet and strength can be patient, and a gentle run can still change the week. There is a courage in not speeding up when the body is tired and the ego is loud. There is a wisdom in leaving the spark for the morning that actually needs it. Not every run is a race, not every night needs proof. Sometimes the bravest thing is keeping the pace. So not every run is a race. I can breathe and still belong. I can run without chasing and still be getting strong. Maybe the quiet days are where I learn to trust the plan without applause. Maybe the easy miles are not empty miles. Maybe they are the floor beneath the fast one. Not every run is a race, so I let the last lap smile. No sprint to the corner, no bar with the clock. Not every run is a race. I came home with calm legs, and for once that felt like enough. Soft pace, clear head, one more day kept alive. The start gun cracked and everyone surged like the first kilometer was asking for courage. I felt the pull in my chest and thighs, but I stayed tucked in behind the pacer flag. Bit pins shaking, paper cups flying, the city shouting. Too early in the race, my watch looked patient, my hands stayed loose. I let the fast feet burn their matches first. At 10 kilometers, I wanted to feel special, wanted to pass someone, wanted proof. But the course was long and my legs were listening, so I swallowed my pride with the first gel. I'm saving fire for 30K, not wasting sparks where the cameras wait. I'm saving fire for 30K, for the quiet stretch where the real race starts. Let them fly now, let them shine early. I came here to still be alive later. At the halfway mat, the crowd got louder and my heart almost made a bad decision. I saw the clock, saw a chance to gamble, then looked at my breathing and chose the plan. A sponge hit my shoulder, cold water down my neck. Someone yelled my number like I was stronger than I thought. I smiled for a second, then settled again. Not slow, just stored. There is a trap in feeling good too soon, a sweet little lie with cheering on it. I have met that lie near the final bridge when both calves tightened and the sky got wide. I'm saving fire for 30K, for the part that doesn't clap. I'm saving fire for 30K, for the plates where names get heavy. Not every strong runner looks strong early. Some of us wait for the course to ask. 25 came quiet, 28 came honest, 30 stood ahead with no smile. I checked my arms, checked my jaw, took one more tell and answered the question. I'm saving fire for 30K. Now the noise is thinner, now the legs are telling truth. I'm saving fire for 30K. Now I understand why I held back. One runner stops, one runner walks. I didn't judge them, I just kept counting. I'm saving fire for 30K. race, I'm still here. I lay my race kit on the floor last night. Shoes by the door, chip tight. A clear bag waiting with gloves and tape and all the small things. Fear makes you check twice. The house was quiet before the first train. I tried not to wake the people I love. Coffee in silence, toast in my hand. A nervous stomach doing it best. I used to think brave meant feeling ready, like confidence arrived fully dressed. But maybe brave is packing the bag while your hands shake and going anyway. Ready is a kind of brave, not loud, not shining, not fearless at all. Ready is a kind of brave. I checked what I could, now I stand here with the rest in my chest. On the platform, runners stood apart, each with a number and a private worry. Someone stretched quietly, someone stared down, someone kept laughing a little too much. I touched my pocket, felt the first gel, then the second, then the train arrived. The doors opened like a question, and we stepped in one by one. No one could see the early alarms, the skipped dessert, the rainy 10 kilometers. No one could hear the promise I made to keep my pace when the city gets loud. Ready is a kind of brave, when the start line makes your mouth dry and your legs too honest. Is a kind of brave, not because I know how this ends, but because I came prepared. If doubt sits beside me, I won't push it away. It can ride with me until the first turn. If fear keeps talking, I'll answer with rhythm. Left, right, water, breath. Ready is a kind of brave. The gate is ahead, the road is open. The morning is ready is a kind of brave. I don't need to feel perfect, I only need to start with what I brought. And if my name shakes inside my chest, I'll carry it all the way. Backpacked, train doors, dry mouth, start, die, 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 die.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The 38 sign stood beside the curb, like a number too heavy to read. My calves were tight, my fingers were cold, and the finish felt like another city. I stopped asking for a strong feeling, stopped searching for the runner I planned. I picked a white line, 5 meters ahead, and gave my mind a smaller job. 10 steps to the next shadow, 10 steps to the traffic cone, 10 steps past the man with the flag, then 10 more before I could think. 10 steps at a time, don't count the marathon, count the ground under tired feet. 10 steps at a time, not pretty, not smooth, but enough to keep moving. I don't need the whole road inside my head, I just need the next 10. The next 10. Someone shouted, "You're almost there," and I almost laughed, because almost felt huge. My shirt was heavy, my jaw was locked, and every sound arrived too bright. So I made the world small on purpose. A shoe tip, a white line, a breath in, a breath out, a count I could survive. 10 steps through the cramp warning, 10 steps without checking pace, 10 steps to the next begin again. 10 steps at a time. When the big goal turns cruel, make it smaller. 10 steps at a time. When the clock gets loud, let the body count. I may not look strong from the sidewalk, but I am still choosing the next 10. The next 10. At 40 kilometers, the city came back. Not all at once, just in pieces. A child clapped, a drum hit twice, and the blue finish arch stopped feeling impossible. 10 steps at a time, until 10 became 20, until 20 became the final turn. 10 steps at a time. I carried the broken parts without asking them to become beautiful. 10 steps at a time. Over the mat, under the noise, into the finish. White line, tight calves, count 10. Come home. Come home.
There was a time when 5 kilometers felt like a destination, something worth celebrating for days afterward, because finishing alone already felt unlikely. Water towers marked turnarounds, bench seats became finish lines, and every extra street felt farther than it really was. Back when effort and distance argued with each other every single night. I remember checking maps before every long run, measuring possibilities like they belonged to someone else, someone stronger, someone built differently than me. Yesterday's impossible became routine, not all at once, not through talent, but through ordinary repetition, stacked so quietly I barely noticed my limits moving away. Now the routes look smaller than they used to. Bridges arrive sooner, hills lose their reputation, and distances that once felt enormous fit comfortably inside a weekday evening. The running watch still vibrates, but the numbers speak differently now. Less like warnings, more like familiar companions, joining me again for another lap around a growing life. I expected transformation to feel dramatic, but most growth arrived disguised as routine, wearing ordinary clothes on ordinary mornings. Nobody remembers. Yesterday's impossible became routine, through rainy sidewalks, through alarm clocks, through runs I nearly skipped, through days motivation never showed up, but discipline opened the door anyway. For someone, the impossible was distance. For someone, confidence. For someone, believing their body could carry them farther than old fears predicted. And none of those victories announced themselves loudly. They arrived quietly, like seasons changing, until one day you realize the struggle no longer lives there. The most surprising thing about progress is how normal it feels afterward. What once demanded courage eventually becomes part of your identity without permission. Yesterday's impossible became routine, and routine became strength. Not flashy strength, not temporary strength, but the kind that stays when motivation leaves early and the road keeps going. People think breakthroughs happen in single moments, but many happen slowly, hidden inside repetition. too gradual to notice until you compare today with who you used to be. And maybe the greatest reward isn't the record itself. Maybe it's discovering that the person who once doubted would be amazed by the life you're living now. Yesterday's impossible became routine, and routine reshaped everything. The pace, the distance, the confidence, the way I speak to myself when things get difficult. Old limits, new normal, still growing. The shoes stayed by the doorway, exactly where I left them. No speeches, no promises, no dramatic reason needed for what came next. Tonight, a few years ago, this would have felt important, something worth planning around, worth worrying about, worth talking myself into for hours beforehand. Back then, distance looked larger, weather felt more serious, and everyone carried a question mark waiting somewhere ahead on the route. Just another run now, and maybe that's the miracle. The thing that once required courage now fits naturally between dinner and tomorrow's alarm clock, without demanding attention. Street lights flickered softly across familiar pavement. The same corner store, the same river path, the same bridge that used to feel farther away than it does tonight. My watch started quietly, without ceremony. Just another file, just another route, another evening added to a collection that changed me slowly. I expected growth to feel bigger than this, but growth often arrives disguised as normality, until yesterday's challenge becomes something you barely think about. Just another run now, not because it became easier, but because I became familiar with effort, with discomfort, with showing up even when enthusiasm stayed home. For someone, it's just another 5 kilometers. For someone, another recovery run. For someone, a route they've repeated hundreds of times without noticing what it built inside them. And none of those runs look extraordinary, they blend together. Sweatshirts, crosswalks, headphones, and fading daylight. The strongest habits rarely announce themselves, they settle quietly into daily life, until one day you realize they've become part of your character. Just another run now, yet somehow more meaningful, because consistency stopped being a goal and became a language. My life speaks fluently without effort. People remember race days because race days sparkle, but most transformation happens on ordinary evenings, when nobody's watching and nothing special seems to be happening. Maybe success isn't reaching a finish line, maybe it's reaching a point where healthy choices no longer need negotiations every single time. Just another run now, and that's exactly why it matters, because what once felt impossible now belongs naturally inside my week, inside my routine, inside who I am becoming. No excitement, no hesitation, just the road again. The convenience store clerk looked familiar again. Same quiet greeting, same yellow lights, same sports drink resting beside the register like every other weeknight. A bicycle passed slowly along the river path, apartment windows glowing above distant streets. Nothing about the evening suggested it would matter years from now. If someone filmed tonight, they'd probably miss it, because ordinary moments rarely look important while they're happening. They don't announce themselves before they change you. 1,000 ordinary evenings built more than I realized. Not one heroic effort, not one perfect season, just small decisions made repeatedly under familiar skies. Some nights were humid, some carried winter air, some arrived after overtime, some after difficult conversations, some began reluctantly, with shoes tied slowly beside the front door. Yet every route left something behind, a little more endurance, a little more patience, a little more belief than I had carried into the night before. I thought transformation would feel obvious, something dramatic worth remembering clearly, but Gross preferred quiet repetition over memorable moments. 1,000 ordinary evenings became confidence, became discipline, became promises kept to future versions of myself, long before I understood what I was building. For someone, it's 10 minutes after work. For someone, a recovery jog. For someone, just enough movement to keep a difficult day from following them home. And none of those nights need a recognition, because foundations rarely ask for attention. They simply hold weight when life becomes heavier later on. The strongest parts of me weren't created suddenly. They were assembled quietly, through repetition, through weather, through fatigue, through showing up again. 1,000 ordinary evenings still live inside these miles. Every bridge crossed, every route repeated, every moment I almost stayed home but didn't. People celebrate breakthroughs because breakthroughs are visible, but most lives change through accumulation, through ordinary evenings stacked carefully over extraordinary lengths of time. Maybe success isn't one unforgettable day. Maybe it's discovering how many forgettable days were secretly carrying you forward all along. 1,000 ordinary evenings, and somehow here I am, stronger than I expected, calmer than before, still running, still learning, still becoming. Familiar road, familiar sky. still worth it. The route hasn't changed much. Same rover, same convenience store, lights waiting at the corner like they've always been there, watching people pass through seasons. My shoes look older now, creased in familiar places, holding miles I stopped counting properly a long time ago, when running became part of ordinary life. If you ask what changed, I might struggle to answer, because the difference doesn't live in one moment or one achievement I can point toward easily. Very different, hard to explain. Something shifted quietly between all those ordinary runs and ordinary evenings, until the person leaving home wasn't quite the same as the one returning. Bad days still happen, stress still arise, plans still fall apart. Sometimes motivation disappears for longer than I'd like, yet panic doesn't stay as long as it used to. I recover faster now, not in pace but in perspective, not in speed but in how quickly I find my footing again after setbacks. Maybe growth is invisible while you're living it. Maybe it hides inside repeated choices, inside weather forecasts ignored, inside runs completed when excuses sounded reasonable. Very different, hard to explain, like a tree noticing its own roots deeper than last year, without remembering the exact day they started growing. For someone, the change is confidence. For someone, patience. For someone, the ability to keep going through uncertainty without needing guarantees first. And none of those changes fit neatly into statistics, because some victories live quietly inside decisions nobody else gets to see. The longer I run, the less interested I become in dramatic transformations, and the more interested I become in durability, the kind that survives difficult seasons and keeps showing up. Very different, hard to explain. I can feel it in small ways, in calmer reactions and steadier mornings, in goals that no longer scare me the way they once did. People ask for evidence because evidence feels convincing, but some truths arrive before proof, and some changes become real long before they become visible. Maybe the most valuable growth isn't obvious at all. Maybe it's becoming someone you trust more than you did before. Very different, hard to explain, and maybe that's enough. I don't need a perfect summary for every mile that helped build the life I'm standing in today. Same reflection, new person, hard to explain, easy to feel. I thought the future would arrive dramatically, with clear signs, open doors, and a feeling that everything was finally changing. Instead it arrived quietly, wearing familiar shoes, following familiar roads, hiding itself inside evenings that felt far too ordinary to remember. I kept looking ahead, searching horizons for some distant breakthrough, while tomorrow was already working the late shift inside today's routine. Future built in disguise, wearing the face of repetition, looking like another run, another lesson, another attempt at something that still felt unfinished. River path after work, a long run before sunrise, a notebook filled with plans nobody saw, a tired evening where quitting made sense but didn't happen. None of them looked important at the time, just small moments passing quietly through the calendar without asking for recognition. The strange thing about progress is that it rarely feels important while it's happening. A brick doesn't look like a house, a mile doesn't look like a marathon, yet both are building something. Future built in disguise, hidden inside patience, hidden inside consistency, hidden inside decisions too small for anyone else to celebrate. Begins with a single recovery run. For someone with learning one new skill. For someone with trying again after disappointment. And those moments often arrive quietly, without music, without applause, without certainty that they'll matter years from now. I used to imagine the future as a destination. Now I see something different. The future was construction, happening silently inside days I almost ignored. Future built in disguise, mile by mile, habit by habit, choice by choice, until one day the life I dreamed about felt strangely familiar. People celebrate arrival because arrival is visible, but the most important work happens long before the ribbon, the finish line, or the congratulations. Maybe that's why ordinary days matter, because ordinary days are carrying materials for a future still hidden beneath the surface. Future built in disguise, I recognize you now. You were never waiting ahead, you were growing quietly inside every effort I almost called insignificant and did anyway. No spotlight, no miracle, just tomorrow being assembled today. The route feels quieter now, not empty, just different. Like a favorite song, missing one instrument you only notice after it's gone. Life happened quickly, new jobs, new responsibilities, different schedules, different cities, different mornings, calling us away. Yet every now and then I still hear your voice near the hardest climb, saying something simple that somehow made the distance easier to carry. One more run together, that's all I'm asking. Not a race, not a record, just another morning where the miles disappear inside good company again. The bridge is still here, the river still moves, the sunrise still arrives right on time. Some things changed, some things didn't, and both feel strange. I pass the places where conversations lived, future plans, bad jokes raised, predictions, dreams we carried between footsteps. Funny how friendship works, sometimes distance grows, but connection doesn't, because certain people become part of your route, even when they're absent. One more run together through slower years, through changing seasons, through everything life added after we first met on those ordinary roads long ago. For someone, it's a training partner. For someone, a race companion. For someone, the person who understands why running matters without needing an explanation. And maybe that's rare, the older we get, finding people who understand certain parts of your heart without many words. Time measures many things, age, distance, careers, but friendship measures differently, through memories, through loyalty, through showing up again. One more run together someday, soon we'll start too fast, talk too much, laugh at old stories, and somehow pick up right where we left off. Different roads, same friendship, one more run waiting ahead. Behind newer box set and things I rarely use, they waited quietly, exactly where I left them. A pair of running shoes, holding years inside worn out soles. The color had faded, the cushioning had thinned, small cracks near the edges, evidence of roads I no longer remembered clearly, but they did. Funny how objects keep stories alive long after details disappear. A photograph captures a moment, but these shoes remembered entire seasons. Old shoes, familiar hope, that's what I found today. Not just rubber, not just fabric, but pieces of a dream, still waiting quietly where I left them. They remembered the first nervous race, the training runs in rain, the mornings I almost quit. The evenings I came anyway, when motivation never showed up. They knew every shortcut, every hill, every excuse, every comeback, and every promise I made to myself between footsteps. I thought the dream grown distant, hidden behind schedules, responsibilities, and years spent building other parts of life. Old shoes, familiar hope. The dream wasn't gone, just stored away like these shoes, waiting patiently for another season to begin. For someone, it's an old race bib. For someone, a medal. For someone, a forgotten training log found in a drawer years later. And suddenly the person you used to be walks back into the room, bringing unfinished dreams, unfinished roads, and unfinished conversations with yourself. The older I get, the more I understand that hope changes shape, but rarely disappears. Sometimes it simply waits for the right moment to be recognized again. Old shoes, familiar hope. I smiled when I saw them, because they reminded me that some dreams don't need replacing, they just need another chance. Old shoes, same hope, let's go again. The world suggested I should know by now who I am, what I want, where I'm going, and how the story ends before it gets there. But every year keeps teaching me that certainty is rare, and becoming never really finishes. It simply changes shape along the way. Some people stop dreaming, some stop trying, some stopped asking what else might be possible after enough disappointments collected over time. Still making promises to tomorrow, that's how I know the fire survived. Not louder, not younger, just steady enough to keep moving forward again. One more run for a stronger future, one more lesson for a wider world, one more attempt for a dream that still deserves a chance. Most of those efforts look insignificant while they're happening just ordinary evenings spent investing in someone I haven't met yet. The future never asked for perfection, only participation, only presence, only another vote cast in favor of possibility. Still making promises to tomorrow, through tired legs, through long work days, through unfinished plans and responsibilities that never seem to take a day off. For someone, tomorrow means healing. For someone, freedom. For someone, a marathon finish line still glowing softly on the horizon. And every promise sounds small at first. Wake up earlier, run one more mile, learn one more thing, save a little more. Keep going. The older I become, the more I admire people who still believe, not blindly but bravely, after reality has shown its full weight. Maybe hope isn't a feeling, maybe hope is a habit, the decision to keep preparing for a future you cannot guarantee will arrive. Because every meaningful life contains unseen faith. Small daily actions placed carefully into days that haven't happened yet. Still making promises to tomorrow, and maybe I always will. Because giving up on tomorrow would mean giving up on the person I'm still becoming. One ordinary day at a time. Future unseen, promise made. See you tomorrow.
I still have goals, still have unfinished plans, still have distances that look intimidating from where I'm standing today. So it's easy to focus forward, to measure the gap between who I am and who I want to be someday. But something happened while I was staring ahead. The starting line quietly disappeared behind years of ordinary effort. Far from where I started, further than I noticed. The things that felt impossible became part of my routine. And somewhere along the way, the person I hoped to become started looking back at me. There was a time when 5 kilometers felt enormous, when racing trees felt intimidating, when confidence lived somewhere else. Now those memories feel strangely distant, not because they weren't real, but because growth slowly changed what normal looked like. The strange thing about progress is that it moves the baseline. Yesterday's breakthrough becomes today's expectation, and tomorrow's starting point before you even notice. Far from where I started and still moving, not because the road is easy, but because the road kept teaching me things comfort never could. For someone it's running, for someone learning a language, for someone building something nobody believed in at first. And every journey creates this moment where you stop, look behind, and barely recognize the person who began. The older I get, the more I respect small beginnings, because every meaningful story